What's good, YouTube? We back at work making money. Got a pimple right there. What's alright though? It's part of me. Gotta accept it. Yo, but we at work right now making money, making guap, making bread, making dollar bills. You feel me? I want to make a quick video. I was just talking to myself because don't get me wrong, talking to myself is completely normal. Right? I was talking about how everyone goes through trauma in their life for something that you did or something that you did not do or something that was done to you, right? Everyone in the world goes through trauma. Every single person has those traumatic experiences that make who they are, and those experiences ultimately, even if it happened years ago, you are energetically still linked to that experience in your mind because you keep on thinking about it. And it gets even worse when you don't remember it and you're not conscious of it. It controls you because you're operating from, you think everything's fine. 5% of us are conscious, right? This is conscious, but everything below is 95%. It's like an iceberg. The tip is just our conscious thinking, our conscious mind, but 95% of us are unconscious. Experiences that we've been through at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old that we don't even remember. And we have these thoughts that's always running in our mind, thinking, oh, we're not enough, we're not worthy. Only if you looked a little prettier, only if you had a little less fat, only if you weren't, you give all these judgments, right? And it's important to realize, like, it's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to feel. It's okay to feel that way. It's okay to feel depression or hate or envy or jealousy, right? It's okay to feel those things because we are human beings, bro. Like, that's what makes us different from animals. We can feel more things than they can, right? We can feel more things. We can think greater than them, but that comes with a con. Animals can live their life in the moment, but they cannot think greater, or they can't think of past events. Animals cannot think back or forward. They just live in the present. They're stuck in the present, right? And there's an advantage to that because they're not traumatized by thoughts. They're not traumatized by feelings or how something made them feel, right? But they can't think on our level. They can't feel on our level. And the same thing with us. We can think greater and feel greater than them, but that comes with the disadvantage. We can memorize negative experiences or become anxious of future experiences, right? So it's like there's pros and cons to everything in the world, and it's important to like uncover what's been covered inside. This is your soul. You're a being. Your middle. This is your soul. There's mud on your soul because of what things have been said what things have been said into your ear or whatever, and you ultimately believed it, and you're not conscious of it right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's your responsibility to uncover what's been covered. And don't get me wrong, it's very hard to look at yourself in the mirror and admit that there's an issue with you, right? Not an issue. I don't want to label it as an issue. It's just something that happened to us. You know what I'm saying? It's not anything bad or good. It's just something that happened to us that made who we are. And I want to get to this. I don't think it's a very good idea to label emotions, because once you label an emotion, you start to label it as good or bad. And when you start to label it as good or bad, you wanna avoid feeling those bad emotions such as hate, jealousy, sadness, depression, all those. So when you push those emotions away, you can't feel the opposite emotions, right? Let me think of a good example. In order to feel joy and content and gratitude, you have to know what it feels like to be sad or greedy or hateful. You know what I'm saying? You can't feel one without the other because they're both the same. They're both the same emotion, just on different sides of the balance, the beam, whatever you want to call it, that balances it out. But when you're in that state of, let me just push that to the side, you start to suppress yourself. You start to push away yourself. So you have to really dig deep and realize that every single person that you interact with every single day has gone through something. It's just people don't like to show it. Why would someone want to show like they're hurt? Why would they want to do that? I know I wouldn't want to do that, because it makes you, it lets people see you for who you are. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, it's hard. It's really hard to just to do that work, because it's just about healing. When people think of healing, they think it's like, oh, I'm gonna heal myself, I'm gonna be so, like, no, healing is dirty, bruh. Healing is dirty. You go through trials and tribulations to, you gotta release. You might have to cry, because crying is a form of release. It's just, emotions are energy in motion, and crying is energy in motion. You're releasing that energy from your body. Why do you think when you cry you feel so like light, and you feel so like, kind of like you just took a bag off your back, like a big ass book bag off your back? You feel lighter, you feel good. It's the same thing. Like, imagine all the pent up emotions that you're not even aware of that are in your body that you need to release to make you feel, to make you really be at your core center, to be who you are, to be authentic, to be yourself. I want to be authentic. That's my goal. And it's not even as in, like, you have to realize when you say you want something, which I'm kind of trying to get better at, that means you're not there already. So you're differentiating yourself from that other thing. You are already there. It's just you have to take things off of you that's been covered, that made you that way. And not a lot of people can realize, like, a lot of people try to fill that void inside them with drugs or alcohol or social media or food, or, validation or attention, or video games, or pornography, or just material, external things. In order to change your life, you have to change within. What G Herbo said, how do you expect to change your life if you can't change within? That's what it all comes down to. It's really what it all comes down to. But I didn't want to make a long video. I just want to make this super, super quick video. But yeah, I want you guys to really digest this information, because I'm going through it right now. Like, I'm a human being. I go through days when I'm not feeling my best. I'm not, always positive, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, even like when I went to the club last night with my boys, and I saw this valid girl, bro, and I didn't go talk to her. And when I left the club, I was like low key mad at myself for not going to talk to her. I regretted not talking to her. I regret not talking to her. Still right now, I mean, right now I'm accepting it, but like yesterday, I was low key mad. But it is what it is. There's plenty of other girls in the world. You know what I'm saying? So life is life. But that's it for the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Share the video. Kenny motivates.